What's going on, everybody? This is Super Robot, and today we got one of the Transformers I've been waiting to get in a long time, and it is the Transformers War for Cybertron Kingdom Voyager Tigatron. Now, this is the retail release of Tigatron in the correct colors, whether you watch the Netflix version of the third installment of Kingdom, or if you're referring to him from the original Beast Wars cartoon. A few things that are notable about him: the mutant version that's on the release from Amazon, that is actually based on a prototype of him from the original Beast Wars line in 1996. Upon his release in America, his colors were changed to a mustard yellow. In Japan, the Takara version of the same original Beast Wars toy actually had the correct color. A few things to note, and he's a very important character. I don't really watch all of Beast Wars, and I never will, but I will not say it's a bad cartoon. I just never really watched it in succession because I was a grown man when this came out, so no, it just didn't happen that way. But I remember watching some episodes, and I know that when they went into the whole Transmetal thing, he merges with Air Razor to become Tiger Hawk. And that has something to do with the box. I vaguely remember it. Sorry if I don't. I'm really not going to read up on it because that's not the point. The character, from what the few times I've seen, I really like the character. Thought the character was pretty cool. Like the idea of a white tiger. So here we go. So first things we're going to do is move him out the way real quick. Oh, go look at the box. And the box looks like this. It's got a white tiger on the front. Well, why we couldn't get Polar Claw. On the side, there he is with the tail that doesn't do anything, which we're going to talk about later. And also he does come with a gun. He is basically a larger, more retooled version of Cheetor with a gun, which I don't know why they didn't give Cheetor a gun, but you know, Hasbro, they always leave us kind of in a daze as to why they do things, and sometimes we just have to grin and bear it sometimes. But this is the box, and there's a few more things that I know everybody wants to see, and I believe this is the instructions, and the instructions are in similarly the same colors as him. Yeah, I don't do instructions, man. But the card is interesting. So we get the Optimus Prime card, and the Optimus Prime card actually reveals, because I know you people love these cards, it reveals Nemesis Prime. And it's really kind of hard to see, but this is Nemesis Prime. Okay? See that? It's Nemesis Prime, and it came off. I didn't mean to do that. So we're going to put it back on, because I know in the future these cards are going to be worth like a ton of money. Now, let's get into this guy. We're going to come down the planet just a tad, so we can talk about this guy. So we've been waiting on this guy. This is a very sought after toy. He's coming out. If you check your targets, he's showing up there. Let's go over articulation. Of course, the back legs can go out like this because of the fact that if the transformation, the legs can extend. You can do like this with the legs. So, you know, they do, you know, splail out. This is how he looks from the back. He has brown, a kind of brownish paint, you know, that's similar to a real animal. You can see the feet right there. In the front, of course, he has the paw, and it can do this, and you can, whoa, didn't see that coming. Thank God for pegs. They are a little tight though. And of course the leg can go up to here, and that's about as far as it's going to go, and it's about as far back as it's going to go. And the feet, you know, it bends. So I mean, pretty much the mouth, as you can see here, opens and closes, so you can get the kitty cat sound or the tiger sound. And the tail doesn't do anything. It really hangs down like a tiger. This is the entirety of the body, the entirety of everything that you can see here. And yeah, so let's get him 4 paws down. Let's do some measurements, and we're going to do some comparisons. And he is from tail to the head right at about a little over 7 3/4 of an inch. He is approximately 3 inches tall by the head. So here are some of the Beast Wars characters. This is all I brought today in the studio. We got Hair Razor, his future, I don't know, girlfriend, wife, something. And another Voyager we have is the Netflix version of Optimus Primal, which, you know, of course, is my favorite Optimus Primal right now. Of course, second favorite next to the Nemesis version. But that's not all. We've got more. Yes, there's more. And we got the little rat trap, because he's little. I don't know why Ares don't want to stay up today. What's wrong with her today? Ares, come on, help me out. We have to do the best we can. And there is the little rat trap. He's so little and small, and little and small, and one of my most hated figures. I only like his Transmetal version. It's the only one I like. But anyway, that's just an idea of where he sits. And of course, if I brought in the bigger ones, he would be smaller, you know. So he's a pretty big boy. But now, retake. And we're gonna bring in the Voyager Netflix Cheetor one more time. So that kind of messed up. Now we can compare. As you can see here, with the heads first, they don't have that cylinder look. So there's a cylinder quite folk look here, where his is more, it's more beefier, more stronger. And tigers are big boys, so they should be bigger, which makes sense. And in the face, of course, you know, the body parts, they're almost the same, but like I said, everything is just beefier, bigger. The legs are, you know, he's a cheetah and he's a tiger, and it's shaped with the more muscular look. Same thing in the back, the hind legs, the tail is a lot larger and it droops down as a tiger should, and these are much heavier. And this is the interesting thing from the back, that they gave him the paint, which is good. They didn't give it to him. This is where I touched up the paint in the back, so you can see animal butts. And of course from the top, as you can see here, you know, that's pretty much it. And I mean, they don't share anything per se, because like I say, he's bigger, and it's not just a bigger version of him. It's bigger with a different take on the transformation. And with that being said, because of that, you know, they're not the same. Even the inner body has more beefiness than the inner body of him. So yeah, I think that you will agree this is a great figure. And now we're gonna pause and go into transformation and come back and do some more comparisons within 2 and 2. And we're back. Now we're gonna do transformation. Watch me fail. But first things first, because we have him, gonna take the tail out. Then we're gonna extend the legs. I think I remember how to do this, y'all. So when we extend the legs, you'll see the robot feet. And very similar to Cheetor, but there's an extra step. And the extra step you're gonna see in a moment. So it's like, you gotta lift these back. See this little piece right there? See that piece? You gotta flip that back. And I do it from back here so you can see it, okay? I know some of y'all are, your fat fingers are in the way. And you just kind of grab it and it locks into place, and you flip the feet down, and there's an extra foot piece. You flip that out. That's how you get the legs. Same thing on the other side. You're gonna push that back and flip that down, and then flip out the feet. There you go. Now you got tiger standing up. Billy. And then after that, what you gonna do? You're gonna lift these side panels up right here. See that side panel right there? You're gonna lift that up. You know why you gotta lift that up? Because I said so. Pay attention. Normally I speed this up, but I'm not. Now, this is the next part. These are the arms. And these are the other arms. See how they open up? Then what you want to do is, and that's the part I don't like, but you gotta pay attention. Lift the arms up. This folds back in. Okay. This folds back in. Then fold them out. Now, the head is another part. And you see the head right there. You see the head again. And everything's going to kind of come down in place. And the head's going to fit right there. And you are almost done. And voila. And fold down the other arm. And I think that's it. And then from the back. Now in the the Netflix show, they had his like, and that one keeps coming off. I gotta be careful with that. Hasbro. They had his arms kind of crossed like that, which I really think was kind of like somebody just drawing him inconsistently. They just really just fold those up, and you can kind of, and that's it. You don't gotta do all that, man. And let's get him posed up. Now, I think we got him. Push the head down all the way. And boy, we got him standing up. And he's a big boy, man. He's a big boy. Low looseness on the legs. Hey, excuse me. Sorry, y'all. Had to burp. And that's it. He does come with this ugly whip, which we gonna put in this hand. He's got a whip, and he does have a fist swivel, which is nice because it's part of the transformation, similar to Cheetor. But that's not all. There's the one thing that Cheetor didn't get. Was a gun. He didn't get a gun, like he didn't have one. Yeah, that man had a gun. Mother. Dang on Hasbro. And you put the gun in his hand, and now you got, I say it's a brain gun. And he is complete in all of his glory, man. This is like, I've never owned a Tigatron, and if I did, I totally forgot about it. But this is like, this is Tigatron, man. This is Tigatron. All right. Yeah, let's take a look at him real quick. Oh yeah, let's look at the head sculpt. That is very important. Look at that. It's Tigatron head. Look at that. Look at that. Ain't that boy look stunning? And now articulation. The leg goes up to here. And of course it does the arm. I mean, the arm does the bend. It's got a nice little bend. Leg can go back to here. And that can lift up if you want, so you can get more posability. But unfortunately, it doesn't do anything else. So it's just going to sit there. That's how I like it. And of course, the head doesn't look up and down. It can turn side to side 360. The arm can rotate, but the only thing is with him, because these don't fold back any further, not going to get like a full 360, but the arm compensate. They give you a double joint on the elbow. Even though as part of transformation, he does have a double hinge, and that is cool. He has waist swivel, and yes, it can do a 360. Obviously it's kind of tight, but if you want to see it, there it goes. You know, so people can see it. Yes, those are going to come out, and just kind of push everything in. And he is superb. So he's bigger and more beefier. I think in a way he's more easier to handle than Cheetor. I think that's just my opinion. the tail weapon on him is so sad, you know. So I guess next I gotta go out and get Larkin's Lair's Cheetor upgrade, and then I'm gonna do some comparisons with the other Beast Wars figures that I brought with me today. And first things first, let's bring out a Ratty Trap, and who's never gonna stand up. Man, Rat Trap get on my nerves. I hate this toy, man. But there you go. Here's Rat Trap. Hey, you know, RC's ancestor. There is Air Razor, his trusty friend, and I guess lover and future joining together. And then just so you can kind of see where he stands is Primal. And I gotta implore everybody to get this version of Primal. This version of Primal is just an amazing version, the Netflix version. So you can see all that there. And now we're going to talk about some measurements really quick. And he stands about a little under 6.5 inches. Yeah, that's kind of, but he's still big though. He just looks imposing. He's about 6.5 inches. And compared to Cheetor, you know, he is substantially bigger. He's got, the one thing I like about it, his feet are a lot bigger, and you know, he just stands really well. The Cheetor, let me get him, the tail was in the way. Let's see, you know, so yeah, I mean, there he is. And yes, they do share, you know, like I said, the structure they share. Wait, these things don't stay. Like I said, the structure they share more or less. But that's about it. The structure they share, and I just had to show that off. Other than that, you know, there's some varying differences. Again, so you can see, so you guys can see, it's especially with the feet. These feet are tiny, these feet are bigger. Like I said, he doesn't have, you know, he has the extra paint. The arms are, believe it or not, the same molding, but like I said, again, just bigger. And he like I said, it has more articulation due to the, you know, the back parts kibble being there. And of course, from the back, you know, they're very similar, but he's bigger. And the Tiger, like I said, again, Tiger should be bigger than a Cheetor. Or Cheetah. All right, so that's about it, really. We don't need to talk about nothing else. Let's just go straight to final thoughts. Amazing. I mean, a few hiccups that I don't like is just, you know, I think that part where it doesn't, you know, quite lock in like it should. That's about the only part I don't like. Let me get a final dynamic pose here, and then we could talk really quick. There's not much to say about him except he looks really good. Like, he does fit the part. I mean, you know, a lot of people are going to want him. People are really wanting this figure. The differences in the mold is there. I mean, it's everything that you can ask for in a figure. I think it's fantastic. I'm very pleased with it. A few hang-ups, a few hiccups that I have here and there, but I can fix that. Other than that, it's very eye-catching, very pleasing. The head is really big too. I mean, it's like a big head, but other than that, I like what they did. You know, this is better. They could have added this engineering to Cheetor a little bit, just a little bit. I think that'd have been fine, but of course that'd have been more tools, and they would have probably tried to charge a premium. If you can find him, get this one. I don't care for the mutant version. I'm not getting the mutant version. I'm sticking with this one. So my final thoughts is, this is awesome. In the words of the Flossie Carter, this is a major go. Major go. Go get it. from the store. Bam. Now, see, I don't say I'm biting somebody. I've been a fan of Flossie Carter since 2011. But anyway, I like this toy. I think it's great. You should buy it. Spend your money. Go out and get it. You're going to be happy. Thanks for watching my video. This is Super Robot Ed. I thank you. I hit a milestone of 250,000 views. I appreciate that. I'm at 904 in subscriber count. I appreciate that as well. I'm very, very close to the road to 1,000. I appreciate that. I thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for liking what I'm putting down. And until the next review, y'all boy have a safe day. Be careful out there. Be kind to everybody. And that's it. Peace.